This week, LeBron's go low, foams go white, and the Reebok question gets all Lakered up. I am your host, Jacques Slade, and this is the Week in Sneaks. Big news this week when it comes to sneaker blogs as Complex Media has announced that they have acquired Soul Collector. The announcement was made via Business Insider, and here's a few numbers about Soul Collector just so you can put things into perspective. Soul Collector launched in 2003. They currently have over 4.4 million visitors a month. They have 385 active members in their forums, and there's usually about 15,000 pairs of sneakers on sale on the site at any given moment. I had the opportunity to talk to Nick Ingvell, who runs the sneaker channel over there, and they had this to say about the acquisition. Being that I worked at Soul Collector a few years ago, it's good to reconnect with some friends. It's essentially like combining the best of both worlds as far as providing great sneaker content. I'm stoked. Joe LaPluma had this to say. We're very excited about the acquisition of Soul Collector. What Steve and the team have built over there has been tremendous, and we're looking forward to the partnership here at Complex and continuing to grow both outlets. Welcome to the Complex immediate family, Soul Collector. Inspired by a sunglass case back in 1997, the Nike Air Foamposite 1 totally changed the way sneakers were manufactured back when it was introduced originally. Since then, the model has been released in quite a few colors, including the original royal blue and the most recent version, which was the fighter jet colorway. But Nike just announced an all-white version, which has turned a few heads. The model is all white from the toe to the heel and has a clear outsole, a carbon fiber plate, and there are really light gray outsole pods. Pricing for the shoe has not been officially released. However, you can look for it to release on March 29th at Nike sportswear retailers. If you are a fan of the Reebok Question, Sneakers and Stuff is offering up their own twist on the silhouette with the Reebok Question Crocus. Now, I really hope that I'm saying Crocus right. I'm not sure if that's the way you pronounce the word. Either way it goes, the Crocus is a flower that grows in Sweden. It's one of the first to bloom in Sweden during the springtime, and it blooms in a beautiful purple and yellow color. Now, adding to the color, Sneakers and Stuff added a bit of suede to the upper, as well as a white midsole and white laces. The finishing touches are the S&S logo on the tongue as well as on the heel. Those that are anxious to grab a pair, well, you're gonna have to wait until March 20th. Nike Basketball is hoping you like the colors of spring as they just announced the Nike Basketball Easter collection with the KD 5, the LeBron 10 Low, and the Kobe 8. The big news out of the pack is the LeBron 10 Low, which features a basketball-specific 360 Air Max unit. It also has a hyperfuse upper, and it also has flywire for dynamic containment. Now for the KD 5, they went with a very playful color that has a splatter all over the Nike swoosh. And for the Kobe, they went with a more of a gradient style and did 3 colors together that gradiated into each other on the side panels. For those looking to grab one of these basketball silhouettes, you can look for them to drop at Nike basketball retailers on March 29th. Jordan Brand also stayed pretty busy this week, and they announced quite a few things, and the first up is the Air Jordan 1 Black and Gold made of patent leather. This model looks super clean, and they are set to drop on April 13th for $140. They also announced the Jordan CP36 Artisan Edition, which is a slightly upscaled look at the performance sneaker, and that was spotted in 3 colorways set to release on April 17th for $140. And finally, we got an official look at the Air Jordan 8 Retro, aka Bugs Bunny, in white, true red, and flick gray, which is set to drop on April 20th for $160. And for you video game heads out there, the Air Jordan 28 is now available on NBA 2K13. Last week for the question of the video, I want to know, what pair of shoes do you wear the most in your closet? Well, for me, that pair is my Chuck Taylors. I keep them right by the door, by the front door, so it's pretty easy just to put them on and they seemingly go with anything. But enough about me, let's get to some of your responses. The first comment is from that guy from 7-Eleven who says he rocks the Air Jordan 12 because of the Zoom Air. Alec Bowman, he actually likes the Roche Runs, which I hear are super comfortable. And finally, we have Bash Armstrong, who likes the Nike Air SC Trainer, aka the Bo Jacksons, in any colorway.
And now we have a heat check. Don't forget to smile.
You know what? I don't even care anymore. So guys, this week, girls too, I guess. So for this week, for the heat check, I'm actually rocking the Vans Denim Skate High. As the name says, it has denims on the side panel, and it also has suede on the toe and right here on the heel. Definitely a dope shoe. I really like them. I think they're still available. They released a couple months ago, if maybe a month ago. I think they're still available on Vans.com. So if there's something you're interested in, definitely check them out. Pretty dope shoes. Well, for this week's question of the video, I want to know, what do you think is the most slept on shoe to release so far this year in 2013, which shoe is the most slept on so far that has already released? Let me know down in the comments, and of course I'll read back some of your responses next week. Well, that's going to do it for the show. Make sure you click that like button, and if you really like the show, why don't you show some love and hit that subscribe button? I am your host, Jacques Slade. Click here for something random I thought I was going to forget. And I will see you soon. Peace.